Every time you're running, you look just cool as ice. Where do you get this demeanor from? Because it looks like nothing bothers you.
Yeah, because all of us are human beings, and I'm competing against humans, so why would I be afraid of someone? I'm a competitor, so I just focus on my race and do my part. That's what I have to do.
Some people are calling it that dominant performance there by yourself as a beat and teach, but surely the beat and teach comes in the world, right?
Yeah, because it's actually a good win, but the main focus is the world champion. So when I win at the world championship, everyone can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure I'm going to.
The man quite literally spoke it into existence, guys. The newly crowned 100 meters men's champion, Mr. Oblique Seville. We're going to talk a little bit about Oblique, Tina Clayton. We'll also have to talk about Shelley and Fraser Price, all the action from yesterday. But where do we even start? Before I forget my manners, good afternoon, good morning, possibly good evening. All depends on where you are in the world. Welcome back to another live stream. And we're looking at some World Athletics Championship action today, guys. Yesterday, I'm pretty sure you guys have all caught up to speed by now. I'm sure you saw yesterday's action. As I said, we're going to look at yesterday's action in a few. I guess the best place to start is by giving you guys some updates. Probably starting off on the back foot there and a bit of a negative note, but I think it's a good place to start by giving you guys some updates there as it relates to some injury updates. And this one pretty much broke in the early hours of Monday morning for myself. I'm sure it was early for you guys as well. Broke by TVJ. It was TVJ Television Jamaica that broke the initial news, and it's since been picked up by a few other media companies. So we can go ahead and dive right into it. And then we can segue and look at some of the action taking place today, right? But before we do so, let's go ahead and share my screen with you guys. And you should be able to see this one on the screen in front of you. If you can't, don't worry, I have got you covered. In the meantime, please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button. So it does say here, as I stated, in relation to the breaking news several hours ago from Television Jamaica Trusted Source. This one was led by trusted journalist, Jamaican journalist, the reputable Kian Rayner. And it does say here, Olympic champion and world 100 meters bronze medalist Julian Alfred, that is St. Lucia's junior Julian Alfred, has been forced to withdraw from the women's 200 meters at the World Championships in Tokyo after being diagnosed with a grade 1 hamstring. I guess we could go ahead and dive into a little bit more of a information there as it relates to the injury. So I'm going to segue and look at what the St. Lucia Times are saying in relation to Juju's injury. We're going to talk a little bit more about some injuries there again before we segue and look at today's action. All right, but let's just try to see if we can all be on the same page as each other. If you're just jumping into the live stream, please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button. And if you're being disturbed by my background noise, there's plenty of noise in my background. Hopefully you guys can't hear it, but if you can, give me a little nudge in the comment section and I will go ahead and make some necessary tweaks. All right, just to make sure that you guys aren't being disturbed. So the headline here from St. Lucia Times does say Alfred withdraws from 200 meters at World Championships. I am assuming that they're piggybacking off the news there that broke initially from Television in Jamaica. So we do have to give the credits, or at least I'm giving credits to TVJ for being the ones who broke the news first, and subsequently, as I said, it's been picked up by other media companies. So just adding some meat to the bone of what I've stated already in relation to St. Lucia's Juju Alfred pulling out of the championships. It does say here St. Lucia's participation at the World Athletics Championship Tokyo 2025 is at an end. Of the news On September 14th, that 100 meters bronze medalist Juju Alfred has pulled out of the women's 200 meters for medical reasons. The St. Lucian Athletics Association confirmed via email, was revealing details of the injury she suffered during the 100 meters finals. So we know that the 100 meters finals took place yesterday, and we can, before I close off on today's show, you can look at the outcome of that, which I'm pretty sure you guys are all on the same page and in the loop by now, right? But just to conclude on that article there taken from the St. Lucian Times, the quotes taken from the article, it says here, on the advice of medical professionals and in consultation with her management team, our Olympic champion and 100 meters World Athletics Championships bronze medalist Juju Alfred has been withdrawn from the women's 200 meters at the 2025 World Athletics Championship in Tokyo, said the correspondence from the SLAA. And it does say here that Julian sustained a grade 1 hamstring strain. The decision to withdraw Juju prioritizes her health and long-term career, which is obviously the right thing to do, because the last thing you want to do is to force her to go out there under pain injections, which we do see in other sports. You don't want her to play through any pain, because that could lead to long-term injuries, and obviously that's something here that they're trying to avoid. So it does also say here in the report, a grade 1 strain is considered a relatively mild injury involving overstretching and tearing of the muscle fibers in the back of the thigh. Treatment often involves rest, pain relief, and over-the-counter non-steroid anti-inflammatories, and eventually gentle exercise to restore range of motion and strength to prevent re-injury. I can't see you guys in the comment section, so if you've dropped something in the comment section, I can't see it for the time being. I will turn my attention back to my main screen in a short few, but I just want to bring you guys up to date as it relates to those injuries there. Of course, throughout the last couple of days, we've seen injuries of our own, not just where St. Lucia is concerned, but where Jamaica is concerned as well, with Megan Tapper. She also pulled out of the World Athletics Championship again there due to injury. And of course, I'm sure you guys know about Rochelle Clayton. She also had to pull out of the championship again due to injury. So it's quite devastating, isn't it, when an athlete work as hard as hard as they have during the not just the current season, but just across their career, but more so I guess for this current season, and to go into a championship. I'm sure they've had to make multiple sacrifices. The subsequent ups and downs. It's never a good time to pick up an injury. I don't think you can ever say there's a good time to pick up an injury, whether it's coming into the competition or while you're at the competition itself. As I said, never ever a good time to pick up an injury. And of course, the injuries can happen at any given point. It can happen while you're at the competition itself, before your subsequent event. It can even happen while you're competing in an event. It can happen on the field, on the track. It can burst out of the blocks on your way to potentially a podium finish and pick up an unfortunate injury. So these things can happen. It is a devastating blow, but to the likes of your Juju, your Megan, your Rochelle as well, and all the other athletes there who have picked up those untimely injuries, I do wish them a speedy recovery. Hopefully, they be back competing in their respective sports in no time, and I hope that it doesn't have any subsequent knock-on effect as it relates to their mental well-being, because it probably has knocked a few of them, because like I said, they've spent years leading up to moments as such. Every athlete wants to compete on those big stages. The big stages are outside of like your Diamond League, which a lot of people don't give Diamond League the respect that it deserves, but it does count for something. So like your Diamond League, subsequently the World Championships, which we're currently looking at, and then the biggest of them all is no doubt the Olympics. As I said, there's never ever an appropriate time to pick up an injury. So best of luck to those athletes there that's on the that's in the the treatment room, and hopefully they'll be back competing in their respective events for their respective countries in no time. So looking back at yesterday's event, I've just got my eyes on my screen to the right of me, just waiting for those heats to start. We're going to be looking at the heats. The heats is expected to start in, let me go ahead and check something here on my screen with regards to the women's 100 meters hurdles. The semifinals, my apologies there, they are set to start around 1:06 p.m. my time. So we just got over some, let's say maybe some 20 plus minutes to go until we look at the semifinals for the 100 meters hurdles, right, for the women's. So we're gonna look at that in a short while, so just bear with me. Let me go ahead and actually change my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at as we lead up to the, so you guys should be able to see this one on the screen. I think it's makes sense for all of us to look at the same screen together to avoid any confusion. So let's go ahead and look at what I'm currently waiting on. So you can see there, ignore the time because I trust that most of us are on separate time zones. So do ignore the time. As I said, I'm waiting for the semifinals there for the women's 100 meters hurdles, and subsequently also be giving you guys the final of that event before closing off. All right. So if you're just tuning into the live stream, please do go ahead and kindly hit the like button. I'm trying to see if I can bring you guys up to speed before those semifinals get underway. With regards to yesterday, there's a lot that happened outside of the podium finishes there where Jamaica is concerned, both for the women's and men's 100 meters finals. 3 medals in our back pocket. Of course, the newly crowned king of the men's 100 meters, Mr. Oblique Seville, and we completed the 1-2 with Shane picking up the silver medal. And in the women's 100 meters final, we had Tina Clayton picking up the silver medal. But before that, there was a lot of I wouldn't really call it chaos, but a couple of head scratches leading up to the final as it relates to those what looked like it was a couple false starts. I don't know what you guys make of that, but I felt like the officials there, they were being, I don't know if they were being heavily lenient towards the athletes. Maybe that's open, but maybe that's a subjective take, but definitely looked at a couple decisions made yesterday in the run-up to those men's and women's 100 meters final, and thought, okay, this is definitely going to be a disqualification. The ones that I thought was going to be a disqualification turned out to be not even a slap on the wrist, completely ignored. So we had Shakari, DeGrasse, and Tobogo. I think those were the 3 that I can think of from yesterday's events there, where there were a couple talks of possible false starts, any disqualification. Of course, the only disqualification from those 2 events there came from Leslie Tobogo. He was disqualified in the finals of the men's 100 meters. DeGrasse, he got a warning. I think it might have been in the heats. One of the heats there, we got a warning. And Shakari, if memory serves me well, I don't believe she received any warnings. Definitely no disqualification. But that one there from Shakari, when I was looking at it, it did look like it was a false start. But maybe you guys need to fact check me on that one. And with regards to the semifinals there of both of the men's and the women's 100 meters finals, I don't know about you guys, but I was extremely nervous. extremely nervous for both of those events there, the men's and the women's. And the women's, as you guys are already aware, similar to the men's, completely stacked for talent. Couldn't call it. I wanted a podium finish there for Shelley and Fraser Price, but I think that's more of a sentimental reasons. We all wanted her to, I'm sure, I speak for the majority of us, we wanted her to sail off into the sunset with a medal around her neck in her individual events, because I think that's fitting for the career that she's had, a career, an illustrious career there, where she has never ever ever let her nation down. And it would have been such a fitting moment for her to get a podium finish, but it wasn't to be. Unfortunately, it wasn't to be. But what we did see yesterday there in regards to the women's 100 meters finals, I think is definitely the passing of the baton moment. And for me, it looked like, you know, the legacy is definitely continuing. There's a continuation there of the legacy as it relates to the women's side of sprinting for Jamaica. You know, yes, of course, Shelley got a sixth place finish. But on a positive note, as I said, Tina Clayton there picking up her as her silver medal, and a deserved silver medal. I think coming into the event, a lot of people probably wrote her off, probably more so outside of the Jamaica track and field community, probably didn't have her going down for a medal and a podium finish, but she definitely proved a lot of people wrong. So as I said, those two moments there, you know, where one is starting off their career, that is Tina Clayton starting off their career on the global stage on a high, and you also have, for me, the greatest women's sprinter of all time, Shelley and Fraser Price, closing off on her career in their individual events. And it was an emotional moment. I don't know about you guys, but most certainly for myself, definitely a emotional moment, where that particular event is concerned. And as I said, I'm sure we all wanted the Mommy Rocket to finish on a podium finish there, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be. And these things can happen. I'm sure when it comes to the greats of the sports, we all want them to close out on a high, and sometimes it goes according to plan, and sometimes it doesn't. But with the men's final, I don't know about you guys, but I was making a lot of noise yesterday, a lot of noise. And at one point, I was concerned about my neighbors. Make a lot more noise when I'm watching track and field than in comparison to probably any other sports, even with football in mind. And I'm absolutely delighted for Oblique Seville, and even more so because it, like I said, you know, it pretty much spoke that one into existence. I'm sure you guys would have seen the interview that I did with Oblique Seville. Back in I think it might have been in between June and July. I can't remember. It might have been July when he performed at competed at the London Diamond League game, Diamond Leagues meet, and he said it plain and simple that he was going to win the World Athletics Championship crown. And when he said it, I was just thinking, oh my God, please don't tell me that you have jinxed this. Please do not tell me that you have jinxed this. And I was nervous for him. I was definitely nervous for him, but a bit like you guys yesterday, spent the 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 moment watching that race, making a whole lot of noise, and I'm happy to see that he silenced his doubters, because I think a lot of people had him even before the semis. Obviously, we saw what happened with the semis, and there was a little bit of a head scratching moments there. Is he going to come through? Isn't he? We saw the mind games from Noah, and the mind games this time round didn't work. We might get onto the mind games before I close up on the show, but the mind games definitely didn't work. But as it relates to Oblique, I think it's a prime example there of believing in yourself. Again, you know, silencing the doubters. I think he's probably looked at as the people's champion. You know, is a perfect example of what can happen if you don't give up on yourself, if you keep at it, if you don't allow your head to drop, don't listen to the naysayers, keep pushing, putting in the hard work. It will pay dividends, and it's definitely paid dividends. And as I said, he called it a couple of months back when he said that he was going to win the World Athletics Championship crown. And even then, a lot of people doubted him because in their minds, they said, he's never managed to perform well on the big stage. So they doubted that he would be able to do so. And again, in regards to the mind games there from Noah, I think after the semifinals, leading up to the subsequent finals, I think Noah said something along the lines of when they asked him about Oblique Seville's performance in the semis. I think he said something about that man was panicking in the back, and it's just classic trash talk from Noah, isn't it? It's just classic trash talk from him. But it seems on that occasion that it backfired. The trash talking backfired on him. It didn't go according to plan. Whether or not you think it's good for the sports, I allow you guys to make your mind up on that. But definitely, I think it helps to keep that rivalry between Jamaica and the USA going. So far, what fastest man alive belongs to Jamaica. Fastest time of the year belongs to Jamaica. World's fastest man belongs to Jamaica. So if you want to put that into context, I think it's safe to say that we are back where we belong, and rightly so. So let me go ahead and look at this screen here in front of me. I've got some 110 meters hurdles heats taking place. I think this is the 5th out of the 5th heat. So the final heats of the 110 meters hurdles taking place. And then after that, we're going to segue into the women's 100 meters semi-final. Got a couple of Jamaicans there competing in the 100 meters hurdles semi-final. Let me know who you guys think is going to win that one. It's a completely stacked field. It's a completely stacked field there where the semifinals is concerned, and hopefully all the big hitters make their way through to the subsequent final. But let's just brace ourselves and see how this one pans out. And if you haven't hit the like button already, please do go ahead and make sure you hit the like button. If you're just tuning into the stream, good morning or good afternoon or possibly good evening. As I said, all depends on where you are in the world. If you're making your way to work, which I trust that most of you are because of the obvious time difference, I do hope that you make it to your destination safe and unharmed. Good afternoon, Troy. How are you? How you been? Good afternoon. Didn't see you over the weekend. That's obviously my fault. I hope you're in good health. I hope you had a good weekend. I'm trusting that you did have a good weekend. So Mason is through to looks like he produced a season best there. Mason is through to got season best of 13.17 seconds, and he is through to the finals. Not really sure why they're not showing let's see something. So there we go. You should be able to see this the latest results there in the men's 110 meters hurdles. As I said, that's the 5th heats of the event. So you can see Tyler Mason there finishing with 13.17, a season best. I was busy doing my papers here in school. Okay, well, school comes first. So you're doing the right thing. I didn't do a live stream yesterday, so you definitely made the right call. You're doing the right thing. Good luck with school. I hope it's going well. Hope your schooling is going well. So keep up the good work. All right, guys. So I think we should be catching some glimpse of the athletes in a short while. I think they should be coming out onto the track soon, maybe in the next 10 minutes. should be coming out for the semifinals. Let me go ahead and highlight the semifinals. We've got 3 heats coming up for you guys in the women's 100 meters hurdles semifinals. All right, and then we also move on to the finals of said events. So you got a couple of big names here in the women's 100 meters hurdles. Let me know who you think is going to win this one in the final. Of course, you can see a couple of the recognizable names there. Nugent, but Brown representing Jamaica as well. I'm sure a bit like myself, you guys are probably supporting Amusan. I'm going to talk about Amusan maybe after the semifinals is out the way. I could talk a little bit about Tobi Amusan and the Nigeria Athletics Federation, if in case you guys haven't seen what's been going on. She basically over the last couple of days or so called out the Nigeria Athletics Federation, and rightly so. I think it's absolutely deserved, because athletes most certainly deserve to be treated like human beings, and more so like professional athletes, because that's what they are, and they're representing their nation. I also got Danielle Williams. We've got Masai Russell. So let me know who you guys think is going to be winning the women's 100 meters hurdles. I'm assuming you probably want to sit back and watch the semifinals unfold before making up your mind, or maybe you might jump the gun and give me a name beforehand. But as I said, semifinals is completely stacked. We've pretty much got winners from all angles. We've got world champion, we got Danielle Williams, world champion. We've also got Ackera Nugent. I'm sure you've been following Ackera Nugent throughout the course of this season. Diamond League winner. I'm sure you guys are completely delighted for her. She's also a world indoor championship bronze medalist. And we have Russell, the American there, the Olympic champion. We also have, as I said, Tobi Amusan. She's the current world record holder. So as I said, as it relates to this particular event, we have winners and hitters from all angles, again, completely stacked there, where the subsequent semifinals is concerned, and hopefully the finals itself. I'm hoping that they could all sail through to the finals, because I want some fireworks. I do want some fireworks there for the finals. And I think if all of those athletes there, I'm getting some palpitation. One moment, guys. Sorry, I don't know why, but I'm getting some palpitations. One moment. Sorry about that, guys. So again, go ahead and give me your prediction. So you think is going to be winning this one. Don't just wait for the semifinals to unfold. Be brave enough to tell me who you think is going to be winning the finals, the women's 100 meters hurdles final. Let me see what you're saying there in the comment section, Troy. What are you watching it on? Where are you based? Because I don't really want to tell you to go and watch it somewhere and it's not showing in your region. I'm assuming if you're in the Caribbean, it should be the usual Rush Sports. Is it Rush Sports, or I don't know if TVJ's showing the championship? They should be. So I'm assuming maybe TVJ, Rush Sports. Don't quote me on that, because I'm not really sure. I'm just making an assumption. I have 1 year leave of my Bachelor's of Arts. Oh, okay. Wonderful. What are you studying? What are you studying? Let me know what you're studying. And I think I have enough time on my hands. We've got about, I'm gonna try and be a little bit cheeky. We've got about 5 minutes to go, guys. 5 minutes to go until we get into the first heat of the women's 100 meters semifinal. And I'm gonna be a bit cheeky, and I'm gonna play a video here from Tobi Amusan, that Nigerian there. I'm sure we're all familiar with Tobi Amusan. She recently called out the Nigerian Athletics Federation for their poor treatments, right? And it is in regards to the preparation and the kits that was provided there by the Nigeria Athletics Federation. Let's go ahead and dive right into this one before I segue and focus on Heat 1, which is to come in the next 4 minutes time. All right.
So Nigeria, all the other countries, they give their athletes suitcases. See wetin Nigeria pack kits put for athletes. Every year na so we dey collect am. Inside one small like no bag. A country, which company be this? Iresa. This country will steady embarrass you. Now can't say make people not switch allegiance. Nah, never ready. I beg you. Nigeria give us one. Rosie is a laugh. I'll put it for video now. 2. Men are the count more. 2 like that. 1. Qui lele? J'ai boxer si lele abi. Even blind man no say this thing. It go be like nika for my body. They give us 2. Everything 2 on they say oh yeah. Competition gear. Maybe say if you sweat like this, the color of it. If if it pee for your body, I beg. Down the water. Wait a minute. They went to bash one. All of our. I don't know what time you. Tomash, bash 2. Tomash, bash 3. And extra butter. Edge of the wrong. And in their words, podium wear, up and down. I beg you. Long tight either. Wear long tight. Wear 3/4 tight. Wear long sleeve. No singlet. No nothing. We never get clothes we go wear for dining. This thing they give us now is strictly competition gear.
I don't open this one. I do like this. I don't feel up under that place. I don't listen to black tights.
So that right there is the video there that I was alluding to with Tobi Amusan. She's set to compete in one of the heats to come in the 100 meters hurdles. Right, we've got some semifinals on the way in about 1 minute time. If they could kindly change my screen, that would be great. So as I said, she recently called out the Nigeria Athletics Federation basically for their poor treatment with regards to the kids. So you can hear her saying that, you know, they don't even have kits there for dining. So, you know, if you're going to dining, obviously you want to be suited and booted and wearing your nation's colors. The first heat is to come, and we are looking at the first heat. So let's go ahead and bring that one up on screen for you guys. This one's got Ackera Nugent is in the first heat here, guys. So I'm gonna stick a pin in it. We will continue to talk about Tobi Amusan in a short while. First heat here, it does have Ackera Nugent in the first heat. So see what Ackera Nugent can pull out for us. You can see the personal best there for Ackera Nugent, 12.24. Season best of 12.30. I'm gonna try and keep my composure, but like brace yourself, guys. I do apologize in advance. Maybe not right now, but for the finals, things might get a little bit loud. But let's see what Ackera Nugent has for us. Let's see what she can pull off. Hopefully you guys can't hear my commentary. If you can, do let me know. So I'm trying to not get myself in a copyright violation. Big up yourself, Troy. Troy studying a Bachelor's of Arts in International Relations, Cybersecurity, and International Law. All the best with you, your future endeavors. Know when to take your break also, Troy. So she's also, there's also Grace Stark also in the lineup. Let's see. Know about you guys, but do I get nervous with these races, guys. See if Ackera Nugent can pull through. Oh, false start, no. Oh, she was nervous. This looks like it's the which athlete is that? Oh, bless her. She's got a false start. That has to be a false start. I think she's gonna get a disqualification. Harala, I think her name is pronounced. It's a yeah, she was out. She was flying. That's a lot of nerves. I wonder if that's where your performance coach comes into play. So your sports psychologist coach comes into play. That's where it plays its benefits. I think she's going to be disqualified here. Harala, I think her name is pronounced. Let's go ahead and look at the screen. They're walking towards, officials are walking towards her. Let's see what card they're going to pull out. They're going to pull out a red, aren't they? Yes, it's a red card for us. It was always going to be. Couldn't hold her nerves. And again, I feel sorry for her because to come so close in the heats of the semifinals, she's been disqualified there, guys. Do feel sorry for her. And it's Finland's Harala. Lotta Harala. Hope I didn't butcher her name, but do feel sorry for her. She's been disqualified there, guys. So we're just gonna wait from another restarts. Rochelle Brown, big up yourself, Rochelle. Thank you so much. And I haven't even spoken about the new look, but big ups to you. Let's see if any Ackera Nugent have for us. Come on, Ackera. This is Heat Ones of the women's. Come on, Ackera. Come on. Come on. Come on. Oh, I think she finishes third, guys. Stark finishes in first place. Remember, this is this was heat one of the women's 100 meters hurdle. So Stark finished first, 12.37 seconds. Top two through to the next round. Ackera finished with that looks like a 12.63 finish. I need to double check that one. Let's go ahead and see. My screen's just jumped on me there, guys. Let's go back and see what's going on here. Yeah, so she finished here with 12.63. We're gonna go back to that in a minute there, guys. Got heat two to come. Another Jamaican here in heat two. We've got Brown in heat two. Currently looking at the replay from heat one, the semifinals. These athletes are they're different gravy. To hold your composure, that's not easy. Ackera, she's watching on to see how the remainder of the two heats unfold. So remind ourselves that she's already tasted success this season. Ackera Nugent, that is, winning the Diamond League crown. 28 years of age or so, guys. So we've got her for the long run. All right, let's see. think the palpitation there is coming from maybe some nerves there, guys. It's a good thing I've got my water next to me because I'm not even an athlete and I'm absolutely nervous for them. Looking at the poll vote, so they quickly switched the screen to the poll vote. They've got a poll vote action taking place the same time as the women's 100 meters hurdles semifinals. Nervous. I'm completely nervous. So in heat 2, just to reiterate, you've got Tobi Amusan there in heat 2. She's a current world record holder. You think so? I might need to take a trip to the shops there. Sorry. I think it's like nerves and anxiety, guys. Probably more so some anxiety. It does sometimes cause me to cough a lot. So I do apologize in advance. I take your advice. I've never heard about ginger with palpitation. I know what Doc has to say about that one if he is listening somewhere. I never knew that ginger could be a remedy for that. But hey, if you're telling me that it is, I might have to look into that one. If you haven't hit the like button, please do go ahead and hit the like button. We're now looking at the heat 2, of the women's 100 meters hurdles. Brown of Jamaica is lined up in, I think she is in lane 3. So that is Amoy Brown of Jamaica. I'm guessing the other athlete there, a bit like myself, that you're keeping an eye on is Tobi Amusan, right? So going back to what I showed you in that video there of Tobi Amusan calling out the Nigerian Athletics Federation, I would not be surprised if more Nigerian athletes switch allegiance. And can you blame them? Being a compatriot don't pays your bills. Can you blame athletes if they switch allegiance and go and play for a country that will treat them as they deserve to be treated? Because let's remind ourselves that this is their 9 to 5. The track is their office. The field is their office. The swimming pool is their office. So they do deserve to be treated with the utmost of respect. They do deserve to be treated as professionals because that's what they are. And if you can't even do the decent thing and give them the adequate kits, then should they really be representing you if you're not trying to represent them? I'm going to give you the quotes there from the Nigeria Athletics Federation. Let's just get this heat 2 out the way. Let's see what Amoy Brown has in store for us. Also had a disqualification by the Finnish athlete there in heat 1, the semifinals. Hopefully no disqualifications. I think Amusan is pulling out in front. Yeah, Tobi Amusan, she bags this one there, guys. I'm looking to see where Amoy Brown finished. I think Amoy Brown finished in 6th. Respectful 6th finish, 6th place finish there for Amoy Brown. Tobi Amusan finishing in 1st place. Look like she's clocked a time of 12.36 seconds, I think. But might need to look on the screen in front of me when it does change eventually. So far, Ackera Nugent is she's hanging in there, guys, in terms of the qualification. Of course, we've got one more heat to come. So going back to before the final heat there, Danielle Williams coming up in the final heats. Before we look at the final heats there for the semifinals of the 100 meters hurdles, women's 100 meters hurdles, in response to Tobi Amusan calling out the Nigeria Athletics Federation. They said, this is a statement they taken from the Nigerian Athletics Federation. There's nothing wrong with those kits. Tobi Amusan only brought out one pack of the pack that she was given. The items came in batches, so they were told that the following day they would receive the rest of the kits. She just brought out only the kits and displayed it to the world. And I'm not really sure if they feel as if people are going to be on their side of this one, because you're at a world championship event. Why are your athletics gears arriving in packages? And you could see, I think it arrived in the package there that we saw for the Tobi Amusan when she went to collect her gears for the competition. It looked like it's a Ziploc bag. And when you look at the likes of, let's say, United States, because I could see United States athletes, they're arriving with suitcases. They're arriving with suitcases just of their kits, right? And yes, you could talk about the MEDC and the LEDC in terms of countries there that's more economically developed, etc. But I'm sure the Nigeria Athletics Federation have the finances and the funding to better support their athletes. I'm sure they've been given the adequate kits to hand out to their athletes. So to provide a response like that doesn't really make sense, because for someone like Tobi Amusan, I think she's a quiet individual, goes on about her business, she's not controversial. I think the fact that she's calling you out publicly is a sign of enough is enough. You know, it cannot continue any longer. And that response there from the Nigeria Athletics Federation, I don't think you're bringing anyone on side, because again, why is it that your athletes there are receiving their kits at a elite professional competition in Ziploc bags, and they don't even have the basic kits there to take them to, as Tobi Amusan said, where's the gears for if you want to go to a dining with your compatriots, or perhaps you want to meet up with a couple of your friends from their respective countries. Where's your dining outfit? Where's the long sleeve? Where's the joggers? Where's the leggings? It's not good enough from Nigeria, is it? So we got heat 3 of the women's. If I could scroll down, my screen kind of changes itself there, guys. So if you're wondering why the screen is changing, I don't have no control over that. It's pretty much changing on its own. So I will peg it back a bit as many times as I need to. Got heat 3 of the women's 100 meters hurdles coming up. All right. So let's see how this one comes through. So got the top 2. We got the world champion Danielle Williams. We also got Masai Russell, the Olympic champions. So as I said, this particular event here is stacked. Come on, Danielle. Owen, big up yourself. I hope you are in good health. Troy, I'll turn my attention to your comments in a while. All right, I've seen it. I've not read it, but I have seen it. All right. Come on, Danielle. So the athletes, they're just we're just going through some panning shots there of the athletes being introduced to the crowd. The final heats. This heat 3. And we know we have Ackera Nugent watching on from a distance there. Jesus, I'm nervous. Ackera Nugent there. She can't watch. She's just as nervous as me. She's got her head down. She can't watch this one. Fingers crossed it does work in your favor. Ackera Nugent. Come on, Danielle. Come on. Jeez, I'm nervous. I'm so nervous. And we're off. Come on, Danielle. Come on. One. I think Russell finished in first. Yes, Russell in first. Williams in second. That looked tight, guys. That's a tight one. Danielle got 12.44 in second. Just looking to see what happened with Ackera Nugent. Just waiting to see if she's gone through as well. Remember, she ran in the previous heats, guys. Commentators are just doing the most. I just want the results. Don't know if you guys are ahead of me, but my commentary is just doing the most. I'm just trying to see the results for what it means for Ackera Nugent. Doing a lot of talking there, guys. As I said, I just kind of want the results. So funny. There's a Jamaican in every single angle. Can always spot a Jamaican in the crowd because the colors is so vibrant. I don't think she made it, guys. I don't think she made it. I don't think she made it to the finals. Ah. So the finals coming up there at 2:20 p.m. I don't think she made it to the finals, guys. Sorry, I'm just trying to ah. As I said, I'm gonna go back and talk about Ackera in a short while. I'm gonna switch my screens for you guys temporarily while I sort something out. Oh man, yeah, I told
Oh,
you guys that
Nigeria, all
these
the other countries, they give.
just pause Tobi Amusan while I sort something out with my screen there for you guys. World Athletics having an absolute nightmare. The system crashed yesterday. I'm hoping that we're not going to get no crashes today. Was some crashes there yesterday, guys. All right, guys. Bear with me. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comment section. In the meantime, oh man. Okay, let's remove Toby for a second. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section. I'm gonna go back to the event in a short while. We've got a little under an hour to go, literally a little under an hour to go into the final of the 100 meters women's hurdle. So ginger tea helps with the nervous system, but well, maybe I need to drink more ginger tea. Then, if that's the case, I think I need to drink more ginger tea. Owen, big up yourself, as I said. Look, you are funny. Can't wait for the 200 meters. You and me both. A pimp named Slipback. Big up yourself. You and me both. Oh man, that is That's quite something. That's quite something there, guys. I mean, there's nothing to be disheartened about because, as I said, as it relates to Ackera Nugent, she definitely has a season there to be proud of. Let's remind ourselves again that she's only 23 years old, and most certainly, as it relates to her career, her best is yet to come. As I said earlier on, she is a Diamond League winner. Also World Indoor Championship bronze medalist. So she has a flourishing career ahead of her in my opinion. So there's not really much there for us to panic about where Ackera Nugent is concerned. I'm gonna get back over to the results of that particular event in a short while, but just see something here for you guys. So upsetting, isn't it? So upsetting. So at least we have Danielle Williams in the final. Hoping she can hold on to her crown. Definitely, that's the problem when you're at the top, everybody else is hunting you down, isn't it? It's a different type of mindset when you're the hunter and the prey. I imagine the mindset is completely different, and I should think the preparation for these major tournaments is also a different outlook as well. So we do have Danielle Williams to focus on in the finals of the event. They're coming up in under 1 hour's time. We'll be looking at the finals, and I'm going to sit this one out. I was going to close off on the live stream and then come back, but I think that's probably just doing extra work that I don't really need to do. I think I can definitely afford to sit here with you guys and give you the the finals. So I think they've actually gone ahead and update the results. They should have given them enough time. So I should think if I click at the bottom of the screen there, you guys should see the results, the starting lineup there for the finals. As I said, we've got Danielle Williams there in the finals, right? So you can see this is how the finals looking. Still got the big hitters there. You got Danielle Williams. We still got Tobi Amusan. You've got Masai Russell. And that is how we're looking for the finals to come in under 1 hour's time. Reigning champion, world champion. And to make it 3 times. That would be great if Danielle Williams can make it 3 times world champion. As I stated earlier on in the live stream, it is a field that is completely stacked. My palpitations are back. Also got Russell, the Olympic champion, and Tobi Amusan, the current world record holder. So it should make for an entertaining finals. I think I need to practice my breathing just a little bit, guys. I'm getting some palpitations. Spare with me 1 moment. So sorry to burst your bubbles there, Troy. I'm assuming you were referring to Ackera Nugent, but I've already read out the results for you. So sorry to burst your bubble. But we still, at the very least, it's not a bad least to have. We do have Danielle Williams to support in the final, and hopefully she can come through and hold on to that title. Let me know who you guys think is winning this one. Let me know your predictions now that you know how the finals is looking. Let me know who you guys think will win the finals. Go and get some fresh air and come back. I don't really think the fresh air is going to help me. I mean, I'm trying to have my water, but you said water isn't good for palpitations. Think I just need to focus on get regulating my breathing, and hopefully that will help me to get rid of the palpitations. If you haven't hit the like button, or what are you waiting on, please do go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. Go ahead and hit the like button. Got under an hour until the finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles get underway. Please do go ahead and give me your predictions. How do you see this one panning out? Go ahead and drop your predictions. Now, segueing and going back into yesterday's action as it relates to the champion being crowned, that be it oblique Seville. Kind of loved a couple of the reactions there from our camp, more so from Frederick. I'm not sure if you guys have seen Frederick's reaction. But I'm about to go ahead and play it for you guys, right? I think he probably had one of the best reactions of the day. I don't think I can play the audio. I'm not really sure what's going on in the audio. I can't remember if there's any commentary. So to avoid any copyright violation, I'm not gonna play the audio, but I will go ahead and play Frederick's reaction. A couple of the athletes there watching on with the men's 100 finals, and this was their reaction. Let's go ahead and okay, let me go ahead and bring that one back up on your screen. I wanted to test that one out to see if it's working. It is working. I think the audio is fine. Let's go ahead and see if I can bring that one on the screen for you guys. All right, I think the audio is fine. I don't think there's any commentary in the background. Think I've played that one enough times. I'm pretty sure you guys get the gist of that. What I'm concerned about is the table. How is the table? Is the table okay? But I think that's a visual representation there of just about every single Jamaican yesterday watching both the men's and the women's final. And if anything was in your way, I'm pretty sure there was a table in your way, we would have flipped it. I'm pretty sure you guys would have flipped that one. I don't know what you guys were doing for the finals there, both the men's and the women's event, but I was just losing my mind, and I hope I didn't tick off my neighbors because I could not control myself. I was doing a lot of shouting yesterday. Let me know what you guys were doing yesterday, but as you can see, tables were flipped. Tables were flipped at the athletics championship there for the men's 100 meters final. Obviously, we all know that that one was won by Oblique Seville, and the one completed by Kishane Thompson. And I do wonder with a outcome like that in regards to the podium finish there, not just for the 1-2 where the men's event is concerned, but also where Tina Clayton is concerned, securing the silver medal. I do wonder if that has managed to lift the morale. I do wonder about the subsequent knock-on effect of winning medals in those two respective events there. So a gold and 2 silver medals. And not that's not to say that morale is low, because I have no idea what's going on in camp. But if morale was low, I should think that that's a massive confidence booster. Should think, as you saw, their tables were being flipped. So I should think that when you create produce podium finishes, especially when you're talking about the biggest of it all, the gold and your silver, and any podium finish is applaudable at the end of the day, whether it's gold, silver, or bronze. But when you're taking the gold and the silver, I should think that lifts the energy. Again, if energy is low. And I do wonder if that's going to encourage the other athletes there in their subsequent event to go out there and bring home a podium finish. That's not to say that before what we saw yesterday took place, that the athletes wouldn't be aiming to do so, but I should think that it has given the rest of the compatriots there some glimmer of hope, if hope was lost with their subsequent events, that they can go out there and secure podium finishes of their own. David J, big up yourself. Yes, that's it. Exactly. Like I said, still getting palpitations, guys. Hold on one moment. Just check something. So aside from ginger, what helps with palpitations? See, oh, why I'm getting a lot of palpitation. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe can't tell. Maybe it's because I've had maybe one too many teas. There's caffeine in teas, right? So maybe I don't know. Maybe I need to ease up on the tea drinking. I don't know. I don't know, guys. Anyways, back to what I was saying. I kind of lost some train of thoughts. If you guys have any suggestions in the comment section as it relates to managing palpitations, then let me know. It's beating me bad at the moment. And Troy did say get some fresh air, but I'm gonna leave that one until I close off on the stream. I'm gonna go and get myself some fresh air. Maybe go for a walk. Maybe that will do the trick. But we're steadily approaching the finals of the garlic tea with onion. Doesn't sound great, but I guess I guess I could try that one. Where's this one coming from? Garlic tea with onion. Am I supposed to, I'm assuming, boil the onion with the garlic? So what, grate the onion and the garlic? I don't know. I've never tried this one. I know in COVID we tried different remedies. We all became like little pharmacists in COVID, trying not to catch the virus. Yeah, I've never tried the garlic and the onion. Yes, boy, both. Are you sure this is going to work, Troy? And I mean, I'm willing to try it, but if it's not going to work, then I don't know if I should be trying it. But yeah, let me know, guys, if you're silently watching. Do let me know what helps with palpitations. Soursop leaf. I don't know where I'm going to be getting soursop leaf based on my location. I'll probably have to track down some Afro-Caribbean store, and not all of them will have soursop leaf, but I will try if I can find that. Thank you for your suggestion. But yeah, those palpitations are struggling here, guys. Definitely struggling with the palpitations. Definitely struggling. All right, so I think shortly after the final, what I'll do is I'll close off on my live stream. As I said, I'm not gonna close off now because it's pretty much pointless, because I will be coming back in maybe just over 20 minutes time. Let me go ahead and see when that Okay, say no more. I will question you no further. I will question you no further. So that's Jesus, wow. Think I got about 35 minutes to go, guys, until the final of that event run. I don't think there's any point in me closing my stream and going for a walk. So I'm gonna sit here with you guys and hope that the palpitation improves. And I will definitely try your suggestions, Troy. I will go ahead and try your suggestions. And we'll also have some different events there coming up between now and the weekend. So you're just looking on the screen in front of you, you're just currently looking at today's events, closing off the day's event with the women's 100 meters final. As I said, we have Danielle Williams in contention of that event, and I'm hoping that she can hold on to the crown. And then you can see here from tomorrow through to the 21st of September, we have string of events lining up. Can't remember, someone in the comment section said they're looking forward to the 200 meters. So let's see if we can go ahead and see when you can keep your eyes on the 200 meters. So it says here on the 17th. When is the 17th? Let's go ahead. That's in 2 days' time. So Wednesday, you can look out for your 200 meters. The heats, the women's heats there starts at 11:30 a.m. my time. I think I'm about 5 to 6 hours ahead of most of you guys there based in the United States and also in the Caribbean. So don't focus on my timing, because obviously it's using my geographical location. So with regards to the comments about the 200 meters, I know you're probably referring to perhaps the 200 meters finals, but in terms of the heats there, you can look forward to that on Wednesday. Started off with the heats of the women's 200 meters, followed by the men's. So they all been you will have them quite close together on the same day, right? And you also have the men's 400 meters hurdles semifinals to come. So there's plenty more action. I noticed no one mentioned relay. I do enjoy looking at the relay, probably more so back then than now, because obviously we've always been spoiled for choices when it comes to these track events, whether it's the individual events, so 100, 200, or the relays, and obviously we also have the hurdles as well. So we've been pretty much spoiled for choices. Chrissy, have you been drinking I haven't been drinking coffee, but I've noticed I've been doubling down on my tea intake, and I think I need to stop. I swear yesterday I probably had like 6 cups of teas. I was working throughout yesterday, and I think I had about 6 cups of teas, and I don't think it's helped me. It's giving me I think it's probably part of the reason. I'm not saying it's the overarching reason, but probably because tea does have, well, the tea that I had, I'm pretty sure it has caffeine in it, and caffeine can give you palpitations. So I think that's been the issue for me, guys. Maybe it's my caffeine intake. I had 1 cup before I came on air. So maybe for the rest of the day, or maybe for the rest of the week, I just will lay off the tea drinking, because might be the reason why I'm having some palpitation. So first responder, pick up yourself. If you can help me out with some suggestions and how to get rid of the palpitations, do let me know. And if you're coming into the live stream, please do go ahead and hit the like button. Troy says you just need to relax and stop overworking yourself. I think that's it. I think you're right. I think it's the relaxation. I think you guys know me by now. Definitely had troubles relaxing. So yeah, that's something that I need to work on, how to relax. And yeah, the overworking, that's something that I'm also guilty of. So caffeine, not relaxing, and overworking. There you go. Right. I think that's the reason there for the palpitation. Big up yourself. I hope you are in good health. Big ups to all you guys there in the comment section. You guys are up bright and early in your respective countries. Steadily approaching the final. I'm waiting to sit through the final of the women's 100 meters hurdles there with you guys. You already can see the start list there in front of you. I've already touched on it. If you want me to go back, I'm more than happy to do so. So first responders saying yes. Yeah, I think we draw a conclusion to that one there, guys. So thanks. We're starting to panic a bit. I'm like, why is this happening? But yeah, I think the tea intake definitely, I think, played a role in the palpitations. Might check that one with Doc. I don't know if he's listening. He's probably got an early start to his day, tending to fatherly duties. But at some point, I'll probably ask him about tea intake and palpitations. There's definitely a correlation there in my opinion. So you guys haven't given me who you think will win the finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles. Let me know who you think's winning this one. I'm gonna go ahead and back Danielle. I don't know who you guys are backing, but I am gonna go ahead and back Danielle Williams. Lone Jamaican there in the final. I'm going to go ahead and back her to come up clutch. Right. World champion ×2. I'm hoping that she can make it world champions ×3. But as I said, it is she's up against a stack field, up against the Olympic champion in Masai Russell, and she's also has competition there from the current world record holder Tobi Amusan, but I'm going with Danielle Williams. Again, do let me know who you guys are backing, and I'm sure you guys would have seen the rollout by now. Might need to go ahead and take this one off screen. Get the ginger tea out of your system. Will help. Get the tea. I was thinking, okay, get the tea out of your system, then the ginger will help. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna yeah, I think this week no more tea drinking. I got excited. I didn't drink tea for a good while, maybe over a year. I wasn't drinking certain types of tea, and then I just went back and I was enjoying it so much that I started having perhaps too many cups. I don't think I need 6 cups of tea, but I'm pretty sure I probably hit 6 cups yesterday. So I'll take your advice. I'll get that out my system, and then I will go ahead and drink some ginger tea. I think what I need to probably focus on is going back to some herbal tea, right? So thank you for your suggestion. RR says congrats to TT Colorwood TV, AK. I'm tempted to go ahead and play that snippet from the interview I did with Oblique Seville at the London Diamond League. The man said it himself, loud and proud. He said, he said, when I win at the World Athletics Championship, people can say whatever they want to say. And he did exactly that. Let's remind us.
Every time you're running, you look just cool as ice. Where do you get this demeanor from? Because it looks like nothing bothers you.
Yeah, because all of us are human beings, and I'm competing against humans, so why would I be afraid of someone? I'm a competitor, so I just focus on my race and do my part. That's what I have to do.
Some people are calling it that dominant performance there by yourself as a beat and teach, but surely the beat and teach comes in the worlds, right?
Yeah, because it's actually a good win, but the main focus is the world championship. So when I win at the world championship, everyone can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure I'm going to do it.
The man said, put some respect on his name. It's not just that. I love everything about him. I love his demeanor. I'm wondering what Adidas will do with him, because he's such a marketable athlete. He's so marketable. He's so humble, beautiful personality, represents the country well. And like I said, he does represent a lot of the average people out there. You know, not to say that he's average, but you know, in terms of the those people there who are up against the trials and tribulations, and you know, facing multiple setbacks, you can definitely take some inspiration there from Oblique Seville. Like, don't give up, as they say, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. And just like said, you know, put some respect on his name. Most certainly, people definitely have to put some respect on Oblique Seville's name. Humble guy. I definitely agree with you. He is most certainly a humble athlete, and he deserves his glory. He deserves to be world champion. He said he was going to be world champion, and he went out there and delivered. I think we've got just about 27 minutes to go, guys, until the finals of the women's 100 meters hurdles gets underway. Let's see what you guys are saying there in the comment section. Tina Clayton won for her school. Edwin Allen I. Is that your school? I know alcohol. I've been off alcohol for about maybe approaching 3 years now, to be honest. I'm very good with the no alcohol intake. And every time it got to a point before that 3 year, before I got to the 3 years, before that, it gets to a certain period of the year where I will kind of let my hair down and have a little sip here and there, and then I would say, okay, that's enough. Don't have anything to drink for a while. And yeah, so it's been like almost 3 years of not really drinking alcohol. They gave up winning champs to go pro. Is that your school? I'm assuming that's your school. I've never really asked you which high school you went to, but kind of feel like that's your school. And as I said, you know, how blessed are we? We got the Clayton twins. And as sad as yesterday was, you know, with the closing of Shelley and Fraser Price career in the individual events at the World Athletics Championship, a teary moment. As I said, I am pretty sure I'm speaking for the majority of us, even if you're not from the black, green, and gold. So even if you're not Jamaican, whether that's through country of birth or heritage, whichever way you look at it, even if you're just a neutral or someone who just can appreciate athletics, I'm sure you wanted a podium finish for Shelley and Fraser Price. Again, like I said, for me, the GOAT, the greatest to ever do it, the greatest ever women's sprinter. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comment section, but there's no one quite like Shelley and Fraser Price. Such a wonderful soul. Again, one of those athletes there that's represented Jamaica extremely well. She makes you proud to be Jamaican. Humble, professional. One of those athletes there that you definitely enjoy interviewing. I know I had the pleasure of interviewing Shelley and Fraser Price a couple of years back. I think it might have been at a Muller anniversary game, something of that ilk. I can't remember the exact competition, but just for someone that's just one of the biggest names in sports, she's so approachable. She's just so approachable, and she's an inspiration she's an inspiration. It just goes to show that no matter your circumstances, no matter your environment, doesn't matter where you're from, you can most certainly make it in your whatever you aspire to achieve. You can definitely make it in your respective fields. If you believe that you can and you put in the hard work, nothing is impossible. And she's definitely someone there that you can take inspiration from, not just as an athlete, as a human being, also as a mom. I'm sure other mothers out there will take inspiration from Shelley and Fraser Price. You don't see it very often, where just in general, not just where athletes and professional athletes are concerned, but just in general, usually when women become mothers, their career takes a back step. Like, for some women, the average everyday woman, they never return to their career. I was speaking to a lady a few months back, and she told me about when she gave birth to her son. And unfortunately, he had learning difficulties. And what that meant was that she took a career break. And I was quite not surprised that she took a career break, because, it's to be expected. Of course, she's going to put her child first, as she should, but she took a 20-year career break to be there for her child. And stories as such isn't uncommon, outside of the unfortunate of dealing with children who need extra care and attention. Outside of that, even when you're dealing with kids there, I'm not going to say normal, because what is normal? Like, if you can tell me what normal is, I'll be glad to know. So I wouldn't say normal, but outside of kids there who are able-bodied. So you have kids who are unfortunately born with a disability, and then you also have kids who are able-bodied. Even with kids who are able-bodied, more times than ever, the mother's career goes on a halt. So again, the average parent out there, not just mothers, because fathers do go through it as well. Some fathers have to put their careers on hold as well. Maybe different in terms of how mothers have to do it, but some fathers definitely have to put their careers on hold as well. And I think parents would look at someone like a Shelley and Fraser Price in the same way that you would look at a Serena Williams and say, look, these women managed to bounce back. And that is definitely inspirational, because you're often told that once you give birth, once your kids come in the world, that is it for the closing of your career. But she has definitely brushed that to the side. She has proven to us that that's not true. It's far from the truth. She went off, gave birth to her little one, and she bounced back. And she, as I said, always makes her country proud. It's not just the rocket herself, not just the goat, but she's also the mommy rocket. She has multiple titles to her name. And definitely been a honor and a privilege watching Shelley and Fraser Price. Just feels weird saying growing up, but definitely just growing up, being in secondary school, which for some of you guys that's high school, watching Shelley and Fraser Price over the years, giving us those bragging rights. Just absolutely unbelievable, magnificent athletes at all level, be it the Olympics, world championships, indoor championships, you name it. From the junior championships all the way through to the senior stage, the global stage, always made Jamaica proud. And I think we can all remember back then, way back in 2008 at the Beijing Olympics, and then subsequently the London 2012 Olympics, and then also Tokyo Olympics. Two individual events there, where the 100 meters is concerned, and in the 4x100 meters relay always manage to put a smile on the faces there of the Jamaican supporters, and she's always doing it with a smile. I don't think it's so sad, not just because this is, closing out on her career, but I don't think we're ever going to live to see another Shelley and Fraser Price. Like, how sad is that? Like, we have been spoiled rotten. We've had Usain Bolt, two of the greatest ever, and that's not arguably the goats of their respective events, male and female. And it's so emotional. Like, obviously we know Bolt has retired, and now, Shelley's soon to do the same, and it's very emotional. But how spoiled are we? And we're just naming the goals. There's the other athletes there where Jamaica is concerned. That's made us proud. Like, we've been so spoiled rotten. Think about this little tiny island. Look about what Talawa, they gave us some bragging rights. Like, really and truly, for like a decade span, male and female, no one could talk to us. Like, no country in the world could speak to us. They just had to just keep themselves quiet, because they know that when it comes to world championships, when it comes to the Olympics, we've got your tickets. We have got your ticket in each and every way, and you're not going to beat us. And Shelley and Fraser Price is massively, she played a massive role in that from a young age, early 20s. And how old is she now? She's what, 38 years old. Like, 38, she's almost 40, and she's still like, she got a sixth place finish in yesterday's women's 100 meters final. Like, that, I kind of feel like you need a new word for it. I can't even say longevity, because that is unbelievable. That is just unbelievable. And again, you need to understand that she's not just Shelley and Fraser Price, the athlete. She's a mom. Like, that comes with its own trials and tribulations. I'm sure, like, whatever she's had to endure as a mother, as an athlete, I'm sure that is unimaginable. I can't even tap into that. And I don't think the average everyday parent can tap into that neither, unless you're an athlete yourself, or unless it's the woman herself, Shelley and Fraser Price, that can shine a light on what it's like being a parent athlete, a mother, and a athlete. But had such a fabulous career, and it's so sad that it's coming to an end. Very teary, but definitely so happy for what she has done for Jamaica over the decades. And definitely wish her all the best in her future endeavors. No idea where she's going to, what chapter she's going to open up next, but I hope that it's a fruitful one, because she's definitely deserving of it, to say the least. Most definitely deserving of it. So we've got about 17 minutes until the final of the women's 100 meters hurdles gets underway. See what you guys are saying there in the comment section, watching them from the start. Oh, you're talking about the Claytons, the twins, the twin turbo. I mean, Jesus, we're just, and there you go again. And I love it, because when they think that the fat lady is singing, the fat lady is not singing, mate. Not when it comes to Jamaica and track and field. Not when it comes to athletics. They thought we were over and out when Usain Bolt and the likes of Asafa Powell, Yohan Blake. You have to give credit to Warren Ware as well. When they all closed up on their career, and more so where Usain Bolt is concerned, the greatest ever. They really thought we were over and out. And hearing about the closing chapter of Shelley and Fraser Price as well, I think a lot of other nations are thinking it's our time now. But upsteps the twin turbo, the Clayton twins. And also, we know what the boys are doing. The boys are saying that we are back, we are in action. Oblique, Kishane, they handled business yesterday, and long may it continue. And I'm really looking forward to seeing how we close things off with Shelley. No, we got 1 second, guys. See what you guys are saying there. Yeah, David J, I don't think we're going to have to wait too long until we see a twin turbo finish 1-2. I'll leave it down to the both of them to battle that one out. I don't really care who finished first or second. A little sisterly love there. Let them battle that one out. But we will be seeing that in the future for sure. This is winning. She inspired Tina, and the same race don't get better. In the same race, my apologies, Troy said B. I think they can do without me, to be honest with you. I think they are fine, but thank you. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you want me to do differently. I don't usually give you guys your athletics live watch along. Usually give you guys the interviews for athletics. Usually give you guys your athletics interview. Seems like something's gone wrong my end. Let me just go ahead and change something. So do let me know if you guys want me to do something different as it relates to the athletics live watch alongs there for you guys. All right. And if you haven't hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Do go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. That final is slowly approaching. Handing the torch to the twins was officially official. Use two fingers to press on the inside of your. What I should be doing is checking my my blood pressure. I'm gonna do a blood pressure check. One moment, guys. All right. I did think to do this earlier on, but I was trying to hold off. Don't ask me why I was trying to do that. Probably not a good thing. It's a bit stupid of me, isn't it? But rain's coming down again. Was planning on going outside, but it's pissing down right now. So and if it continues, I'm not going outside. Weather is very British outside at the moment, guys. So change of plan. I was planning on popping out, but that rain is pissing down, and I don't think it's gonna hold up anytime soon. Let me just do a quick little check to see if my thing is okay, if the reading is okay. Palpitations have it's gotten a little bit better, but let me just double check something. One moment, all right? Let me just check something quickly if I can get my hands to move my microphone. Reading should be good, but let me just double check. I think they say you're not supposed to move when you're doing your blood pressure reading, so I'm gonna try and sit as still as possible. And I think you've got under 20 minutes to go until the women's 100 meters hurdles final gets underway. It's taken me a while to give me, machine's taking a while to give me a reading, guys. Bear with me. Yeah, that looks like it's a decent reading. It's not a bad reading. Reading looks fine. Okay, so blood pressure reading is fine. I think that's what you was alluding to there, first responder. Thanks for the suggestion, because it reminded me that I should actually go ahead and do that. But yeah, blood pressure reading is fine. I just think also think I'm deprived of sleep as well. So it's not really, I think I just need to make sure I do some little corrections that I'm quite clearly not doing to help relegate a couple of things for myself. So actually we've got about 10 minutes. I think we've got 10 minutes to go until the final hold on. Yeah, guys, we've got 10 minutes. We've got 10 minutes to go until the finals there of the women's 100 meters hurdles. We got our lone competitor there, Danielle Williams, in the final. You guys are still not telling me who you think will win this one. Maybe you guys are a bit more nervous than myself. World champion Danielle Williams. She'll be looking to make it 3 times world champion. I hope she can go ahead and come up clutch and secure a gold medal finish. And she's going to be up against the Olympic champion Russell, Masai Russell. And also, as I previously stated, Tobi Amusan, that is Nigeria's Tobi Amusan, current world record holder. She's also in contention for a podium finish. So that is the Jamaican, Williams Russell, the American, and Amusan, the Nigerian. Let me know who you guys are choosing as your top 3 picks. Those are quite clearly my top 3 picks. And unfortunately, Moy Brown and also Ackera Nugent, they unfortunately didn't make it through to the finals, but definitely hats off to both of those young ladies. I mean, to come this far is definitely an achievement in itself. So thank you for making your nation proud. Long may it continue. If you've not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Please do go ahead and make sure you hit that like button. Also, if there's something that you want me to do differently going forward as it relates to these live watch alongs, do let me know. Give me some suggestions either before I close off on the today's live stream, or maybe if you're watching back on replay, go ahead and let me know. Okay. I'm a woman. We can do quite a lot. You'll be surprised. Oh, she Nick Jazz. Is this the first time I'm seeing you on my live stream? I feel like such a unique name that I don't think I've seen you in the comment section before. Apologies if I have. Sometimes I do get it wrong, and people are like, "No, you've seen me here before." So I do apologize. Hope you're in good health. Yes, she was close, definitely close, but she's had an applaudable season, as I've already mentioned. Let's remind ourselves of the Diamond League crown that she picked up. Right, so she has plenty to be thankful for, and to also be proud. She's only 23 years old. Young lady was born in 2002. She's 23 years old. She has a whole career ahead of her, and hopefully it's a career where she will be getting back-to-back podium finishes, so that we can see her lifting and putting gold and silvers around her neck, and even bronze. A lot of people, some people, I should say, frown upon bronze. I think that's probably because we're so spoiled as a nation, but a podium finish is a podium finish. Gold, silver, or bronze, to finish on that podium after the season that each athlete would have had, the trials, the tribulations, the ups and downs throughout your career, the personal setbacks that the world don't know about. To finish on the podium is definitely applaudable in every sense of the word. Of course, I did say to you guys earlier on in the live stream, give you guys some updates there as it relates to the injuries. Over the last couple of days, we've seen some injuries. Some athletes there have pulled out of their respective competition. Megan Kappa had to pull out due to injury. Also, Rochelle Clayton had to pull out. And last night, or I should say in the early morning for me, early Monday morning, TVJ broke the news of Juju Alfred, that's it. Juju Alfred having to withdraw from the 200 meters. She had the 200 meters to come, and she had to withdraw due to an injury. So quite a few athletes there having to withdraw. We got about 6 minutes until the final is underway, and currently looking at a couple of events here. Some hammer throw events taking place. I think it's the final of the hammer throw. I think this one looks like it's being wrapped up. And then subsequently, I think they're going to segue into the meat of the matter. The meat of the matter being the women's 100 meters final. And the weather is so British. I told you guys just minutes ago that it was pissing down. Guess what? The sun is out. And you just, how can you not love this country? The weather alone makes you smile. The weather alone will make you laugh. It's like me, like even in summer times when I'm leaving the house, I have my umbrella in my bag. Like people probably think it's crazy. You gotta be prepared. Yeah, one minute it's snowing, next minute you've got hailstone, next minute the sun is shining. You just never know. It's so unpredictable. I'm a brand new subscriber. Love this watch along. Oh, thank you so much. Wow. I've managed to pull in a new subscriber. Big ups to you. So your top three, at least you're being brave, all right? So you've gone with Russell, Amusan, and Williams. So you've gone with the Olympic champion, I'm assuming, as the winner. You've gone with the world record holder finishing in second place. You've gone with the current title holder. Look at current title holder Danielle Williams finishing in third place. I'm assuming, correct me if I'm wrong. Is am I right for thinking that? I think that's what you're saying, right? Let's hope that we can get a gold from Danielle Williams. Obviously, she's one of our own, rocking the black, gold, and green. Let's hope she can make it 3 times world champion. So far, when it comes to the world championships, Danielle Williams, she's won gold at the Beijing 2015 championship, 2023 in Budapest, gold again, and in Doha 2019, she secured the bronze medal. So let's see what she can produce this time around. That's right. Okay. All right. Where are you watching this one from, by the way? Where are you watching this one from? Let me know where you're watching this one from. Troy said, my beloved, still waiting on the date from you, like how my that is hilarious. Nelly JC, God bless. What time is the final? Well, the finals is in about 3 minutes time. We're looking at some hammer throw. Looking at some hammer throw for the finals. Winners being read out, and then we will segue into the meat of the matter. If you've not hit the like button, what are you waiting on? Go ahead and hit the like button. I might be able to take a little quick step outside, guys. Rain is holding up. Let me just double check that to see if it's going to rain again, because if it is, I think I might take a heavy pause. Let's just double check that. Should be in about 2 minutes time. I'm not really sure why I'm still looking at other events. They're not showing us the pole vault event. It's the final of the pole vault. All right, so this is saying it's going to rain. So within the next hour, there's gonna be some more rain. So I'm gonna have to hold off. Can't make a move just yet. So unless you guys are ahead of me, do let me know if you are ahead of me. But I'm currently looking at pole vault. So the pole vault event has come to an end. Oh, you're in Florida. You're stateside. Okay, big up to you guys there in Florida. The medals does look beautiful here. I'm looking at a snapshot there of the medals, which I'm assuming will probably be handed out to perhaps either the hammer throwers or the guys there doing the pole vault. Or maybe it's both because it's the final of each respective event. See Jamaica flag there hanging up inside the stadium. Would be great if they could segue. What is going on? Why am I not seeing the women's 100 meters hurdles final? I'm sure they're lining up by now, but my commentary isn't showing that. My commentary is not showing that, guys, but we should be 1 minute away from the final. Instead, they're showing me the pole votes, and the pole votes, this one should be wrapping up. Before that, it was the hammer thrower. They are really starting to irritate me. If they could just go to the 100 meters hurdles finals, that would be great. One thing I dislike about some of these commentaries is that they are heavily biased. They do love to focus only on their athletes. Well, here we go. Brace yourselves. Finals is it's just seconds away, guys. I should say minutes away, maybe less than 2 minutes away. To be able to see this one on the screen in front of you. I'm nervous. We need Danielle Williams come through and retain her title. Gonna be hunted down by the Olympic champion Russell. Tobi Amusan, I'm sure, will want to have something to say. She's the current record holder. Jesus, I'm nervous. Come on, Danielle. She's the current world champion, guys. 2 times world champion. Let's see if she can make it 3 times world champion. I would love nothing more than for her to just come through and secure the win. A podium finish, obviously, will be happy for her. David J says he's in New England, New England, USA, Boston. Okay, big up to Boston, New England. Tobi Amusan probably looking to be world champion again once more. Was a world champion, former world champion, that is. So she'll be looking to see if she can win the world champion crown once more. Oh my God, I'm nervous. It's stacked, guys. We are stacked. We are completely stacked. Current world champion, current reigning Olympic champion, and also the current world record holder. May the best athlete win. On Danielle, and of course you're over on a platform that puts Jamaica first. So I mean, it does say it in the bio. So of course I have to support Danielle Williams first and foremost. I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Come on. Jesus, please get it. Please, I'm begging you, please get it. Want a podium finish? If you can hold on to that crown, I'll be so, so happy. They're in their set. And we're off. Come on, Danielle. That Russell is out in front here, guys. Something's happened with Danielle, guys. Russell's out in front. Amusan is edging closer. Amusan is out in front. Looks like Amusan do it. Oh, she picked her. I think it's a sweet. Whoa. Oh my God. Oh my God. I did not see that coming. I did not see that coming. It looks like this looks like it was the Swedish athletes that won it, guys. I did not see that coming. Tobi Amusan's finished second. Russell, the Olympic champions, finished fourth. Wow, I did not see that one coming. So the world championship crown, I think her name is pronounced as I need to see that on the screen again. It's just come off the screen, or maybe I should check my own screen to see how I pronounce her name. I miles off target. Did not see that one coming. Let's go ahead and look at the. You can see the winner there, guys. Let's see if I can pronounce her name. It is the Swedish athletes. Let's see. How do I pronounce the name? I think it's Ditaji Kambonji. I think her name is pronounced. I think I butchered that one, but I do apologize if that's the case. She secured gold, and in doing so, she's got a national record of 12.24. So she's bagged herself the gold medal and also the national record 12.24. I did not see that one coming. Tobi Amusan secured second with a time of 12.29, and Grace Stark, she finished with a podium finish in third place, bronze medal, in a time of 12.34. Russell, the Olympic champion, she finished in fourth place, clocking a time of 12.44. And Danielle Williams, she finished in a respective finish there in seventh place with a time of 12.53. So the crown of the women's 100 meters hurdles, unfortunately, isn't staying with the black, gold, and green. Man. I did not. I need to watch this one back on replay here, guys. So it is the Swiss athlete there, guys, that is crowned the champion. How many of you saw that one? If anything, I'm definitely delighted for Tobi Amusan. 100% delighted for her, happy for her. Of course, pleased of Brown, Williams, and also Nugent as well. They competed not only in the final, Williams competed in the final, Nugent and Brown competed in their respective heats in the semifinals. So definitely proud of our compatriots. But I didn't see that one coming. I did not see that one coming, guys. Definitely did not see that one coming. Nevertheless, definitely proud of Danielle Williams. I'm sure she's proud of herself also. As we know, it's not easy. Life of an athlete definitely isn't easy, and of course we would all love to see them with a podium finish, but to get this far in the final of any competition that you're looking at is most certainly an achievement in itself, and it's something there that must not be overlooked. So I'm certain none of you in the comment section would have predicted that one. Right? I'm pretty sure none of you in the comment section predicted that finish there that we're looking at with the Swiss athletes. So the Swiss athletes, they're finishing in first place. And she's only 23 years old. 23 years old here, guys. She also has a silver in the World Indoor Championships over the 60 meters hurdles. It's a massive accomplishment there. The athlete there from Switzerland. Yeah, I mean, I did not predict that one accurately, did I? But how many of you would have predicted that one? I don't think any of you would have got that one bang on the money, but congratulations to the Swiss, my apologies, Swiss athletes. So I said I think her name is pronounced Cam Bunji. Do apologize if I got that one incorrect. Worth noting that she's a 6-time national champion. And she has not only the national record, but she also has a world championship crown to go with her previous achievements. And listen, Glenn Mills, there needs to be a documentary on Glenn Mills. And it's not the first time that Tobi's had a Jamaican coach. Her previous coach before then was Jamaican also. So, again, I'm definitely delighted for Tobi Amusan. And Troy said this one shocked me. But going back to Glenn Mills, there definitely needs to be a documentary on him, isn't it? There most certainly needs to be a documentary on him. I mean, the guy is a genius. Glenn Mills is an absolute genius. And if there isn't a documentary in the pipeline, there should be a documentary There should most certainly be a documentary on him. He's a guru. And that's another thing. When he retires, that's going to be another teary moment for all of us, isn't it? When he eventually calls an end to his coaching career. So, the legend himself. Yeah, definitely shocked. Absolutely. I mean, when you look at the field, I definitely could not predict that one. Again, because of the achievements of the other competitors. You're looking at the current, what was the current reigning champion, current record holder, and also the reigning Olympic champion. So those would definitely be the hot favorites, right? No disrespect to the winner, of course. Definitely would be the hot favorite. But the Swiss has done it. Swiss has pulled it out the bag. So again, if you guys have any suggestions, anything that you want me to work on for your upcoming live watch-alongs, then do let me know. I will definitely work on that for you guys. If you guys have any comments or any questions, I should say, throw them at me. But you already see the results there on the screen in front of you. Definitely a big shock so far. Definitely a big shock so far. But congratulations to the Swiss athlete there for securing the first place finish with in gold over her neck. And congratulations to Tobi Amusan as well, the Nigerian, securing silver. And Ray Stock of the United States securing bronze podium finish there for the top three. Commiserations there to the rest of the athletes for their participation. And as I said, you made it to the final, so there's definitely much to be proud of. And big ups to Danielle Williams for making it to the final. To reiterate, she finished in 7th place, clocking a time of 12.53. Hats off to our compatriot, hats off to our country woman. Now, before I close off, I am going to bring you guys up to speed. As you guys can see, you should be able to see that the outlook has changed. And if in case you guys have been out the loop, I have made some tweaks, some changes to the brand. So to bring you guys up to speed, I guess I might as well go ahead and do exactly that with giving you guys the launch video for the platform, if in case you guys have missed this one. If you have any questions, do throw them at me before I close off on the live stream. All right. We built this out of love, out of pride, shining a light from the island to the diaspora to the world. A golden beacon of sports, music, and everything in between. The very best of Jamaica. We little, but we Talawa. So let me know what you guys think of the new look, be it in the comment section as we are live now, or perhaps you guys want to do so when you're watching this one back over on replay. I've brought you guys up to speed there as it relates to the latest injury news and unfortunately latest injured athlete there. is Juju Alfred. So St. Lucia's Julian Alfred unfortunately will not be competing in the 200 meters. She has picked up a injury, and she's actually gone ahead and put out a post there over on Instagram, which I'm more than happy to share with you guys before I close off. Speedy recovery there to the likes of Rochelle Clayton, Megan Tapper, and also Jojo Alfred. You guys should be able to see this one on the screen in front of you. I'll go ahead and read the caption here from St. Lucia's Julian Alfred. She says, always proud to wave my flag, followed by the St. Lucian flag, a beautiful flag that is. And also, let's remind ourselves she secured a podium finish in yesterday's 100 meters final. And she says here, thank you for all the support this year. She says, thank you for all the support. This year was a true testament of my faith. Although my championship run was cut short, I'm grateful to walk away with some hardware. Thank you, God. The journey continues. Darren Sammy, the legend, Darren Sammy there saying, my hero. That's so wonderful that, Darren Sammy is calling. And Darren Sammy obviously don't need an introduction. And he's calling her his hero. And you can see here Veronica Campbell Brown expressing her wishes. He said, congratulations, and I wish you speedy recovery. Jaden Hibbert, Wonder Kid. He also says here, I love alone, Juju. You can see a couple of the well wishes here coming through. Vernon as well, he says, St. Lucia and everyone is proud of you, great ambassador and person for the sport. And she is a wonderful ambassador. I mean, look at this beautiful athlete. Just a stunning athlete, and most certainly represents St. Lucia extremely well. Just like Vernon said, a great ambassador for her country, and long may it continue. As I said, speedy recovery there to the athletes who are in the treatment room. I do hope that they're able to find themselves back on their feet in no time. I trust that they're going to be going off and resting after a long season. So hopefully they enjoy their rest period and be up and running when it's time to do so. David J says, loving the video. Thank you. Put a lot of work and thought into crafting that one for you guys. So thank you. Until then, please be free to reach out. Yeah, I need to make sure I go and get some rest where possible. I think we've all solidified that I do need some rest. And yes, Stacy and producer PB. So then we do have some more obviously competitions there coming up during the course of the week. So feel free to drop a message either in the comment section, or maybe send me a DM if there's anything there that you guys want me to cover. I'd be more than happy to do so. Do have the rest of my day here to get through. I have a lot that I need to get through, a matter of fact. But thank you guys for blessing me with a moment of your time. I think that is probably it. I'm looking at some athletes there running across the tracks there to go and meet their loved ones, the athletes there from other events. So the hammer thrower running across to meet what looks like either her coach or maybe a relative. Warm embrace there from the athletes there with putting the medals around their necks, and rightly so. So it doesn't look like you guys have any questions in the comment section. So I think I'm going to close this one off. Love you and leave you. And maybe if we get any breaking news, I might come back later on, or perhaps not, because I think I'm hoping there's no more injury news. I don't want there to be no more injury news with the athletes from any given respective countries. Hopefully no injury news in that regard. And again, congratulations to our athletes there with their podium finish in yesterday's event, both the men's and the women's 100 meters, respectively. You had Oblique Seville, a man of his word, securing the gold, Kishane completing the 1-2, and Tina Clayton there securing the silver medal. And in case you're wondering what I am referring to, with Oblique Seville being a man of his word. This was an interview here that I did with Oblique. I think maybe 2 months ago now at the London Diamond League, where he confidently made a bold statement that he would win the crown at the World Athletics Championship. And of course, he went on to doing so. So let me go back and give you guys that interview once more, if in case you missed it. All right.
Every time you're running, you look just cool as ice. Where do you get this demeanor from? Because it looks like nothing bothers you.
Yeah, because all of us are human beings, and I'm competing against humans, so why would I be afraid of someone? I'm a competitor, so I just focus on my race and do my part. That's what I have to do.
Some people are calling it that dominant performance there by yourself as a beat and teach, but surely the beat and teach comes in the worlds, right?
Yeah, because it's actually a good win, but the main focus is the world champion. So when I win at the world championship, everyone can say what they want to say.
Yeah.
Because I know for sure I'm going to do it.
Trust and believe you'll be seeing that video played a number of times on my channel. All right. I'm very proud of that interview. Always proud of my interviews. But even more so when you're interviewing one of your own, one of your compatriots, countrymen or countrywomen. Definitely proud of that interview with Oblique Seville, the new champion, the new men's world champion for the 100 meters. So finally, bragging rights firmly in our court. I think it's safe to say that the women's sprinting is in safe hands and the men's sprinting is also in safe hands. World's fastest man alive belongs to us. Fastest men's time of the year belongs to us. Men's champion, world champion belongs to us once more. Bragging rights firmly in our corner. All the mind games didn't work. The mind games actually probably proved to do the opposite. So the mind games there that Noah was tuning out, I think it probably worked in the reverse this time around. But whether or not you think he's good for the sports, that's something there, like I said, for you guys to debate on with yourself. But at the very least, at least you can say that with all that fighting talk, all that trash talk, it does make you look forward to the event even more. In my opinion, it does make you look forward to the event even more. And obviously, if you're not American, you want to beat him. If you're Jamaican, you definitely want your athlete to beat him even more when he's coming with all the trash talking. So long may all of that continue. Long may our athletes finish with their podium finish and get through to their respective finals and so on. And again, speedy recoveries there to the athletes on the in the treatment room. I hope that you are back up on your feet in no time. Troy, I'm pretty sure you've got some work to be cracking on with, because I gathered that you're a university student. Didn't know that beforehand. So big ups to yourself. Big ups to all you guys there in the comment section. Thank you for keeping me company for over 2 hours. I will have to love you and leave you there. Been streaming for over 2 hours with you guys, so I'm going to have to love you and leave you. I do hope that you have a wonderful day. I think for most of you it's probably just not even midday, right? Definitely in the early hours of the morning there if you're in the Caribbean and across the pond in the United States and so on. For myself, it's coming up to 3 p.m. So I need to get on my skates and get on with the rest of my day, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing. The rain's going to be coming down in a couple of minutes time, and then after that I think I can make my way out for some fresh air, right? So I should be seeing you guys again throughout the course of the week. But as I said, I'm going to have to love you and leave you. If you've not hit the like button, go ahead and hit the like button. It does not cost you a penny. Also, if you're new to the channel, perhaps you want to go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I'll leave you guys to decide that one on your own. All right. Thank you so much for blessing me with a moment of your time. Your support does not go unnoticed. Thank you for helping me to grow the channel. Next year we'll make it the 10th year anniversary, and hopefully I'm able to give you guys something to mark the occasion. I have no idea what that something will be, but hopefully I'm able to give you guys something to mark that occasion. But until then, let's just focus on what's in front of us. We are dealing with the World Athletics Championship for the time being until we segue back into some football content. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a fabulous day. If you're out and about, I do hope that you make it to your destination safe and unharmed. If I don't see you between now and the rest of the week, have a great week. If I don't see you over the weekend, have a smashing weekend. Stay safe. Take care of you and your loved ones. Hit the like button and the subscribe button on your way out. And you know how it goes. Until next time, take care. We built this out of love, out of pride, shining a light from the island to the diaspora to the world. A golden beacon of sports, music, and everything in between. The very best of Jamaica. We little, but we Talawa.